Hi everybody, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com. I just got back from the Walmart, and as you can see, I bought a new sewing machine. The one that I selected is the Brother Project Runway, and it's the CE1100PRW, which stands for Project Runway. And this machine was an absolute bargain, which is part of the reason why I just could not resist it. Walmart had just marked it down like $50, which is incredible. So I paid $130 for a computerized sewing machine. I love the Brother models. It's one of my favorite sewing machine brands to teach the quilting classes that I teach at the community center, because it has so many of the high-end features at such an affordable price. So then if I teach them on a Brother, I can make the recommendation to them because they can afford to go and buy one of these machines. So I thought it'd be fun for you to see what it's like to get a brand new machine out of the box, because it is kind of exciting. Whenever I buy a sewing machine, I always look at the packaging and make sure no one else has bought it and brought it back. And this one appeared to still have the original factory packaging. So that's cool. Owner's manual and the power cord. Now you all know I'm a big color person, and one of the features that I liked about this machine, and guess what, was that it was purple, and this one is not purple. So let's see what I got here. This now is reminds me of those blind bags my daughter gets, because I thought I was getting a purple machine. And so I'm getting a gold one. That's not terrible. I'll take it, especially for the price. It's very pretty. Oops. Show you that. And I will come around to the other side and unpack that. There was also in the package was the foot pedal, which is a full size, nice foot pedal there. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. And I could tell that no one else has had this one because all of the original inspection stickers are in their factory positioning. Okay, so to set up this machine, I'm going to need to free the thread spool. And on the Brothers, they tuck in nice and tidy to the side, so when you're moving it back and forth to the class, you can protect that thread spool. This, of course, is the bobbin winding mechanism. And a little tip for you on the Brothers: if you overwind and your thread gets all tangled under there, this little cap pops up, and then you can lift off all the extra thread. That has happened to me more than once. So I'm gonna get our power cord for us. And that plugs in on the side. And then you just power on from the side as well. You can see the light came on and you heard that needle engage. And then I have my Gutterman thread here, and lately I've been using 100% polyester and I'm liking that. I'm going to slip this on there and get the machine threaded. I have another brother, so I'm assuming the threading process is identical, and it appears to be. Now with the brothers, for some reason the needle position is always offset to the left. I like to sew with my needle at the center position. So you just have to bump that up to the 1, which then corresponds to this grid over here, and that is the center. And then the last thing I would have to do is put in the bobbin, and I have an identical bobbin wound, so I'm going to use that one. The brothers also have this little bobbin thread cutter in there that is very handy. So when you come up through the channel, you go around, and then it slices the bobbin thread for you, so there's no tail overhang. I tuck that back in. I'll save the other bobbin. And I'm unpackaging the machine foot. Which is a pretty gray. And that just plugs into the side as well. Well, isn't that funny? There is no hole in the side of this, so where? Guess what? In the back. So that's a little different. There's a little lever in the back there. Not a lever, but a hole, and that fits in there good. All right. So I got the foot, and it doesn't work. And you know why I bet it doesn't work? This is one of the reasons why I love the brothers for the classes. I bet you, let me move the needle to center, I have to have this foot down in order for this pedal to work. And that is so nice because the little ones are always trying to sew without that foot down. That's my guess. There we go. It works. And this machine is going to end in the needle down position, which I also love. So then you'll have to turn the hand wheel towards you to bring the needle up. And let's get some fabric and test her out and see what the quality of that stitch looks like. I think I'm going to name her. And since I was surprised here and I really thought I was getting a purple machine to match my purple shirt, we are going to name this machine Goldilocks. Isn't that cool? All right. So let's see what she can do. And I have some pretty gold TP fabric here. Let's fold this over like, get stitched through 4 layers of fabric and see what that looks like. fast. I'm going to use the reverse stitch here. Okay. Nice and quiet. I like the sound of that motor. Really nice. Okay. Let's see what the stitch looks like. Good. That's the back of the stitch there. Really nice. I'm very happy with that. Okay. So I'll just take the camera off here and I'm just going to give you a close-up of all the features on this. This is the arm here that comes off, and then inside of that, or the accessory pouch. So we have the buttonhole foot. We have a lot of thread. I don't know what they call these, but they hold the thread on the spool. Some extra bobbins. Big wide metal foot, that looks like a beauty. Another bobbin, an extra thread spool, the twin needle, some single needles, and an organ needle. And we've got a seam ripper. Sure, it would be fun to do a video and figure out what all these feet do. I think this one's for cording. The zipper foot, I am familiar with that one. And then this is to unscrew the bobbin cover plate here and clean out your bobbin case. It gets very dusty. They did give me, oh, isn't this clever? I could use about a dozen of these. It's a little cover for your bobbins. Like that. And it looks like if you get several of these, you can interlock them. That's on my wish list. This little Teflon foot here, I don't know what they prescribe using it for, but it will slide across the vinyl and things like that if you're trying to sew with laminates and you have one of those. Here's the little lint brush to clean out your bobbin case. And I think this is the foot for the cording. So one time I will read the manual and try out all these different feet. I love that they come in a little case and I can keep everything tucked in there. I'm really, really happy with the stitch quality. That is awesome. All right, so now let me tell you the reason why I got this new machine. This was a big announcement that I promised you at the end of last week's video. I will be moving into a brand new studio, a commercial studio, where I will be able to grow this beautiful community. And I am so excited to have found a space that is modern and beautiful and has nice lighting that I can afford, But even more than that, I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to have the time that I dreamt I would have when I launched this blog almost a year ago. It'll be a year in October, and there are still so many more features that I want to add to this, and I really feel like with the new space and the change in my schedule and structure of my greater company that I'm going to be able to do that. So Goldilocks and I will be moving to the new Sewspire studio at the very beginning of August, and I will be including lots of updates as I design the space, and I'll be coming in and out with new videos and ideas to share with you between now and then. So I hope you'll stay tuned, and I hope you'll share this channel and this review with your friends who are interested in learning how to sew. Thanks so much, guys.